Reverend Dr. Louis Abinden found a homeless person passed away on the grounds of First Presbyterian Church on a cold winter morning in November of 1981. He was compelled to act, and so he called together the Downtown Ministers Alliance in an effort to provide a warm meal and safe shelter for homeless men and women during the winter months. In the 37 years since his founding of SAMMinistries, we have grown to become a leader at the forefront in this fight to overcome homelessness in San Antonio. His legacy was built upon by Bob Martindale, who served as SAMMinistries president and CEO for 17 years.
I was fortunate enough to join SAMMinistries at a really interesting time, a time of growth, because we were just getting settled into operating the SAM shelter at 910 West Commerce, forming SAM Housing Corporation, and doing some other things that really laid the groundwork for the further growth that results in the Transitional Living and Learning Center. We were providing overnight shelter to singles and both men and women. It was a 3-story facility that we'd leased from the city, an old hotel. And we knew that that was not going to be a long-term fix for transitioning families. Finally came to the point of saying, we think we can buy some property out somewhere in the community, and it just so happens that the Sisters of the Sacred Heart needed to sell the facility, the Mount Sacred Heart Convent, and somebody told one of the local TV stations that we were putting a shelter for homeless people out here. And as you may imagine, that caused a firestorm. We knew we needed to raise a lot of money. Charlie Cheever, who was a good friend of SAMMinistries, agreed to accompany me out to USAA to meet with General Harris. We left with an agreement from General Harris that he would chair a capital campaign. We raised $6.3 million with his leadership. We were able to purchase this property, and then it became the dream that it has been.
During Mr. Martindale's tenure, he brought to life the Transitional Living and Learning Center, which is perhaps the crown jewel of SAMMinistries' housing programs, providing shelter and supportive services to 40 families for up to 2 years as they work to overcome homelessness and become self-sufficient.
I started with SAMMinistries in July of 2007. I think we built upon Mr. Martindale's model, and we added significant additional benefits and training. We were able to raise the money to impact, the opportunities that the children and the parents had here in this facility. And one of those programs was called Rapid Rehousing. And in that case, that program allows you to have a family that's homeless, but you can see they may have some potential. You rapidly rehouse them in a domicile. And what you do is you take care of the rent and utilities for a period of time. And then that way they're able to sort of solidify their situation during that period of time. And after 6 months, then they don't have the assistance anymore. That program has been very, very successful as well. The 98% of the folks that we have put in that program stay out of homelessness. First of all, I'm very proud of Nikisha. I know she worked really hard to be able to get this position. It was very competitive. There was a very good, excellent process, and I'm just excited for her that she's going to be the CEO, or is now the CEO for SAMMinistries. The advice I can give to her is stay true to her compass.
I am grateful for the confidence and trust that you have placed in me over the last several years, the opportunities that you have provided for me to grow, to learn, and I am thrilled to build on your legacy of success. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been
You're
an honor.
Make me cry.
It's been an honor to work with you.
My vision is rooted in our values: people, excellence, integrity, community, stewardship, service, and hope. And it faces both inward and outward. Inwardly fortifying our staff and our internal infrastructure, and outwardly The hope is that SAMMinistries can become a resource for any family or individual in our community who is experiencing or facing homelessness. I'm excited about the foundation that has been created, but know that there is so much work still to be done. There is so much need that exists in our community, and I'm humbled and honored to continue that work.